Welcome back to my Let's Play of Mount & Blade Warband with a Florist mod attached. Where I left it last time, I just fought some Nords and dumped all the stuff that I'd gathered over there. And I upgraded all my companions. What I am going to do is go to that town and dump a load of beef and butter on them, just so it's out of my companion's inventory and I get to move a bit faster. Then I'm planning on seeing if I can find some Tundra Bandits to kill, A, for the experience, and more importantly, so I can take whatever prisoners they've got, add them to my party. I need to do this. Okay, just move some stuff around so the stuff I add goes to the bottom. Okay, it might take me a couple of goes of... As always, you don't get a lot of money for beef, but you sell enough of it. And apparently I've got quite a lot of it. Then it does tend to add up. If I get that guy. Okay, I cannot afford those. Not that, well, they are pretty good actually. I was just thinking they're not that great, but these are the things, type of armor I want to buy, which means I need more than 10,000, which I'm probably not going to get. Yes, because the selling of beef is not that profitable for me. However, I have a load of fine butter. Yeah, we'll leave the beef there. I don't know how much selling this fine butter is actually going to get me, but I'm hoping quite a reasonable amount. That's going to get me a couple of thousand. Still not enough. Oh, do I have a I do have a Dyeworks here. Wrong button. I managed to click on the wrong thing. Oh, there's a farmer here. My lord, we are in dire need of assistance. Will you hear my plea? Sure, why not? What's the matter, my good man? A band of brigands have taken refuge in our village. They take everything we have, force us to serve them, and do us much evil. Much evil? Can you say it that way? If one of us so much as breathes a word of protest, they kill the poor soul on the spot right away. Okay, you didn't need the right away at the end of that sentence. Sorry, I'm going to one of my grammatical rants in a minute. Our lives have become unbearable. I risked my skin and ran away to find someone who can help us. Why don't you go to the lord of your village? He should take care of the vermin. I did, my lord, but our lord's men did not let me see him, and said he was occupied with more important matters than that too many ands, and that we should deal with our own problems ourselves. Please, my lord, you're a man of valour and a fearsome warrior. Really? You obviously haven't met me before. With many friends and soldiers at your service. If there is anyone who can help us, it's you. Okay, I'll help you. Where's this village? God bless you, my lord. Our village is Shulus. It's not too far from here. I'm pretty sure I saved Shulus from marauding bandits once before. What I was going to do was go over here and get at least one of these. Yeah, I can't afford them either. I've already got... just while I think about it. Yes, I've already got equivalent armour to that. None of these horses are... Oh, one of them is ready to be sold. However, that armour can go in my companion's inventory shortly. As I was going to go over here, sell some stuff, then go find some Tundra Bandits. Okay, he's conferred Bazek, which is, I believe, is a village, on somebody who's not me. Which Oh good, two of them have come to peace. Oh, the Swardians, I don't think I noted it last time, but the Swardians, their faction has disappeared. It may make a comeback in the not too distant future, but for now it has disbanded. The village is infested by 39 mountain bandits. Sure. Let's attack away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been here before, because this village looks familiar. Should be a lot lesser than there were. In fact, that's pretty much the end of that lot. Yes, have a big cheer. I can't. 11 renown, a whole 50 dinars, and my relationship has improved. Currently it still says I've got no relationship because it's been looted. But I'm pretty sure I had a relationship with them before. Well, now I will go this way around, this bit of river. I really need Deshavi to come back to livable health, because she's the one that determines how fast I'm moving. As I think. Yep, she's the only one with pathfinding skills. Hence, when she's actually around, I'll just check see if anybody needs upgrading apart from Oddville. Nope. Then I move a little bit faster. I think it's about 3% per skill level. I could be wrong, I'll check that at some point. But like I say, I want to find the Tundra Bandits so I can recruit some more people. Then I'll go to there, sell their stuff, then I'll go over there, alright, over there, and raid a couple of villages. And then possibly, depending how many people I've got left, and if that doesn't provoke a reaction, I will try sieging that place by myself. That is today's plan A. If you know anything about my plans, you will know that it has very little, if any, chance of actually working. Okay, his prisoners are mainly manhunters, but they'll do. All I can do is actually catch up to him. Then I can slaughter him. Oh, and a load of Nords. They're now running from me. Surrender or die. That's just straight up charge. We outnumber him 2 to 1. So it really doesn't require my involvement in this fight. They might get it anyway, depends how many are left by the time I get there. But there might be a slight change of plan now. I've seen all those Nords who are running away from me. Ouch. Yeah, okay. The bit about me being knocked out wasn't part of my plan. Not that it was going to affect the overall outcome of the battle, but it just was not part of my plan. But there again, as I mentioned, my plans frequently go wrong. In this game and many other games. Ever seen any of my Let's Plays of, for example, Mini Metro? My plans frequently went wrong in that one. As they did in XCOM. They didn't in my Let's Play of Orcs Must Die 2, the tower level. That's one of the few games where my plans didn't go wrong. Well, we'll take some prisoners, we don't really want them, but more than anything. Okay, I'm not a big fan of manhunters, but because they ride donkeys. But it never hurts to have some more fodder. They may not be particularly... They might not be, you know, cannon fodder, as I tend to term them, but they are useful as something to get killed. Yeah. Oh, okay, a couple of shields that might be useful for my people, but that's about all. I've got better armor than that, I've got better shields than that. Heck, I've got better shields than that right there. Well, yeah, put that over there. Let my companions collect all that. He's got 115 and he's got 52. And he looked like he wanted to fight for a second. Then he decided to run away. 4.2, I'm going to catch him. Who are you? Speak quickly before I cut your tongue out. Nice guy. He doesn't even know me. I am stupid MTTR, sir. I'm Jarl Gundar, a vassal of the Kingdom of Nords and the Lord of Knudar Castle. Do you pronounce the K on these? Knudar? Knudar? Your fame runs before you, stupid MTTR. Here, Sir Invisus Rayek may have fallen for your tricks, but if you fight me, you'll find me a much more slippery foe. It's not really a self-compliment, that one, calling yourself slippery. What is it? I say this once, Jarl Gundar, surrender or die. You heap of filth! I'll make you wish you'd never been born. Well, having listened to you, I'm pretty sure that you managed to achieve that more or less anyway. Okay, he's over there, so let's send all those stupid manhunters off on the first wave. So they can break his ranks and cause him a minor problem. And then we will follow up with everybody else. Yes. The donkey riders aren't doing that well by themselves. But with some help, they will probably survive. And it gives me a good chance to circle around and pick off the stragglers to get myself some experience. Until I got knocked out again. Well, apparently they've got some reinforcements. Just let me move the camera up and out of the way a bit so the screams of the battle aren't so distracting. Then I can point the camera down at it. Well, it looks like they're still outnumbering me slightly. But if they do a job and start really laying into my people, then my reinforcements should arrive. And here they come. Yeah, and that should pretty much be the end of these Nords. Now, I was quite willing to have a pretty much a live and let live attitude, even though my faction was at war with the Nords, until they raided my village. And I went and crushed the guy that actually raided my village, but doesn't mean I'm in a forgiving mood. Okay, I managed to rescue one of my people I didn't realise they'd captured. Ooh. Well, that got me a nice relationship bonus in a lot of places. managed to capture a 7, and 6, I5, and another I5, another I7. That is, of course, the fun with capturing quite so many people, is you get to pick and choose which ones you actually take as prisoners. And again, they haven't got much that much, if anything, I'm going to find useful. I think my guys have already, they've already got gloves that are as good or better than that. However, I now have, okay, I'm still 16 short of a full party, because a lot of those manhunters that I picked up to fill out the party got killed. That one. So I will go over here, see if I can find a ransom broker, because that would be good. Well, there is actually one here. Normally when I'm actually looking for a ransom broker and only going to one town, normally there's no chance of there being a ransom broker. Okay, and then no, well, it's sort of okay-ish armor. However, well, I almost forgot why I'm here. And it's still better armor than I'm currently got. And those boots are slightly better than most of my guys are currently wearing. But I'm going to wait here for a little bit to see if my guys can get up to some kind of health, including those that think like her that have the trade bonus, so things are a bit cheaper. And of course, not only is that stuff cheaper, but the stuff I'm selling is more worthwhile. I'm going to sell a load of this beef. Well, I'm pretty much going to sell everything. Ooh, okay, it's not lame. I still prefer to buy them when they're lame, because now I don't get the mercenary payment for being a mercenary, as I'm now allied with a faction. It actually means that it is useful to, what was I thinking? Oh, yes, it is useful to be aware of your income. And I know I've got Dyeworks all over the place, but the problem is, because we're at war with the Nords and the Rodoks, who I haven't taken my rat out on yet, that a load of my Dyeworks are currently not producing me any money because they're in enemy towns, which is not optimal, but it's understandable. Nothing I want in there. I just thought I'd check the arms merchant while I was here. And I can't get a Dyeworks here because this guy, the guy that owns this town, that guy just there, Meriga, dislikes me from the start for no apparent reason that I'm aware of. He just decided to dislike me. Right. Hero, select gear upgrade. Good, that gives me some more bits and pieces. Apparently nobody likes that shield. And we get rid of some more butter. Because of the detour I took, this episode is now about out of time. Now, I've forgotten. Was there something in the armory? Okay, yes, I might take those two. It just depends. I want to talk to this man. I'm going to do it before I finish this episode. Yes, he still dislikes me. Okay. And that's one of the conversation choices you've got, is if you're in the same faction as someone, you can ask them what they think about who should get which towns or cities that have been captured. I'll support your choice. I got them down to -1. And I will take the job of destroying the bandit lair, because I know where the bandit lair is. It's right over there. All I got to do is destroy it, then come back to him. But I need to rest before I can do that. But yes, unfortunately, because of the detour to Shulus and then chasing down those Nords as well as the Tundra Bandits has delayed me. So I'm not going to get to raid the Nord villages this time. And the next thing I'm going to do after I've had a rest is go over here and take on the Tundra Bandit lair. And I want my companions to be at decent health before I do that. And then he should like me enough that I can actually build a Dyeworks in his town. That is the plan. And as you've seen so far, my plans, I had a perfect plan for this time. It didn't quite work out as I had intended. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed to some degree or another, and hopefully I will see you down the road.